There's a guy named Jake Lang, leads an anti-Islam protest in Dearborn, attempts Quran desecration. Uh-oh.
I believe they're going to cancel the 6:30 City Hall meeting because everybody's chimping the fuck out. They're chimping the fuck out. I don't have bananas. Chill out. I don't have bananas. This is not America. This is an insurgency. They are taking over our country. They're taking over our country. Uh-oh. They want us all dead. Let's go next.
Wow, what's happening right now?
Oh, shit.
Wow. This is Dearborn, Michigan right now.
Yes, this is Dearborn, Michigan. Any racist is not welcome. No races here. If you can't be peaceful, but every race is welcome. If you're a racist, you're not welcome.
At
all. We do not. Every race is welcome.
I thought it was Islam, not a race.
2, 3. Our president is a pedophile.
Is that it? Let's see here. What in Iran is that? This is in Dearborn, Michigan. Here you go again. Christians are marching in Muslim-dominated Dearborn. Oh my fucking God.
We've taken the streets of Dearborn.
It's crazy. This shit. I don't know how bad this is over there, really. I have no idea. But this is nuts. It started? Yeah. Oh my God. Is it crusade time? For them it is. Yeah, I didn't even know about this until like earlier today. And this morning I was reading about it a little bit. It's a national emergency. There's more of this too. Oh, here we go.
Live in Dearborn, Michigan for the March Against Islamification. We will not let our country fall and become like London. We will stand strong against these Islamic invaders. These jihadis will have to go. Christians in America, you need to stand up before your daughters are raped in the streets like the animals that they think we are. They call us kafirs. They hate us and they want to destroy white people and Christian America. We will not allow it to happen.
He's got bacon
Dearborn,
and a Quran.
3 p.m. today, Schaefer Road and Michigan Avenue, a peaceful march standing strong against the jihadi Muslims. God bless America.
Holy shit. And so apparently this is like a whole thing that's been going on. Let me see, there's a little bit more of this. They did not like it. Okay, so this is about the Quran. What is this? The dude got sucker punched while holding the flag. I do think to the extent that people are violent towards him for being, for like burning a Quran or whatever, it will radicalize Christians against this. I think that right now most people tolerate this because they don't really care. But to the extent that people can't criticize Islam publicly like this, it will continue radicalizing people. And you will have a massive pushback for this because, I mean, America is overwhelmingly a Christian country. So, like, if you have, like, one, like, kind of, like, cell of people that are trying to change that, it's kind of like, I mean, really, I would expect the same thing to happen in Saudi Arabia, right? I mean, you go over there and you try to push Christian ideology, you try to push Christian, values on them and tell them that, this is the way that we're going to do things here. Well, I don't think that would go very well for you, right? And I think the same thing is going to happen here if it continues getting worse and worse, right? You won't stand a chance? Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. Oh, it would take another Charlie Hebdo? Yeah, I think people would get, like, hyper-radicalized here in the U.S. It's a little bit farther away than you might think because, like, it's only really in one city and one country, in one state, right? Where this is like an issue to where like these people feel like it's like worth talking about. But I do think that obviously if it gets extreme, then people will push it even more. Do you envision a civil war to wipe them out? No, I don't really think so. I think that they'll probably just change the way that they allow immigration in. That's probably what they would do. Realistically. Yep. Also heavy in Texas? I have no idea. Oh, there it is. You see, like, the more that this happens, I think that you're going to have people that become violent. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. And, like, to the extent, because, like, again, nobody has the right to not have their religion disrespected. Like, you can say the guy's an asshole for making fun and fucking up the Quran, for sure, right? And maybe he is an asshole, but it's his right to do that. And if he isn't able to exercise that right, then you need to leave the country and go somewhere where that's the rules. You need to go. because that's the way it is here. Nobody has the right to have their religion above criticism. Islamophobia is not a real word. It's made up to suppress people from criticizing Islam. It's made up by Muslims and people that are trying to push Islam to try to stop people from criticizing it. I think in some cases, the same thing happens with anti-Semitism. I think Islamophobia is much more of a fake word, but anti-Semitism is used and weaponized in the same way. America obviously is a Christian country, probably always will be a Christian country. If you tried to go over to Saudi Arabia or one of these other countries and push, Christianity over there, I think that they would not like that. And it's very obvious that Americans aren't going to like this either. It is. And to the extent that you're violent, aggressive, or have any sort of hostility whenever you're doing something like this, this will radicalize Americans against you, and it will bring us closer to having a religious, religious laws, basically, right? This will lead to so much violence quicker than you think. Absolutely. I'm Catholic, but I think Islamophobia exists. Arab here, pull me up for another viewpoint. Well, I mean, you can just say what your viewpoint is. Yeah, just say what your viewpoint is. Like, rather than just saying it, so it is. The reason why I think that it doesn't exist, because you can't have a phobia from an ideology. Like, criticizing or disliking a religion is not a phobia. This is not phobia. Like, it's the wrong word. Like, you can have somebody that doesn't like Islam, they don't like a certain religion, but, like, this is the same as some people don't like Democrats or Republicans or Christianity or Scientology. Is there a word for a phobia of Scientology? Like, what is this? Why is it that this religion and certain religions have special words that they're given in order to protect them from criticism? It's an obvious manipulation. It's an obvious manipulation. Nobody should take this seriously, even for a second. And this is coming from somebody who, like, I have no problem with Islam. I have no problem with Muslims. But the issue is that, again, if you're in America, you have to follow the American Constitution. I wouldn't go to Saudi Arabia and start talking about how bad Muhammad was. Really? Like, I mean, it's the same. Like, I don't take my shoes off whenever I walk in my own house. But if somebody else asks me to, whenever I walk in their house, I do it. This is just the way it is. It's just a fucking fact. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, it's such a common sense thing, of course, yeah. When people burn the American flag, they don't worry about having violence used against them. Your chat's retarded and out of control. I don't think it could get any worse than Twitter. You're complaining because people in my chat are saying things that you disagree with? Get used to it, bitch. Too bad. I'm only going to ban people if it's something that personally annoys me or it breaks the terms of service. I don't care if they're saying things that you disagree with. I don't care what you think. Doesn't matter to me. Uh-oh. Oh. They gotta arrest these people. Look how violent they are.
United we stand!
You fucking retard. Oh, God. Jesus. Yeah. It's animals, yeah. Uh-oh, here we go. Yep, you're going to have... So we got a whole lot more of this, right? And text to the song, yep, there we go. Dumbass is open carrying irresponsibly. Yeah, big mistake, man. And Denmark guy did the same thing. You'd have a police protection while doing it, or he would not walk away from it, sadly. Well, I mean, I would say, like, just wait there. If anybody's trying to be violent about it, just arrest them and deport them. That's it. Just deport them or put them in jail. Anybody who is going to resort to violence because their religion is under attack is not a person of a sound mind, and I think that they should be institutionalized. We just can't live in a society where people behave that way. We just can't. And if we do, it's going to be chaos. It is. It's going to be chaos. The idea that certain ideas and certain religions can't be criticized, and to the extent that they are, violence or any sort of physical aggression is a response, I think we just have to institutionalize these people. So almost all Muslims? No, I don't think so. Absolutely not. I know plenty of Muslims that don't do that. The point is, the same freedom to burn the Bible or whatever, or fear, applies to Quran? Yeah, absolutely. Extremists really are the worst? Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that anybody else doing this, oh, there's a cross, this is some other bullshit, right? And What's this here? The January 6th MAGA domestic terrorist was punched in the face. Uh-oh. Why would you do this without a mask? Man. Should have hit him lower. Hit his jaw rather than his fucking forehead. And, yep, there we go. And ran like a bitch. Yeah, they're gonna obviously catch this guy. Just as punched in the face today, he's a domestic terrorist, etc. And this is the problem, right? Is that if you look at these comments, show the whole thing. What is this here? Discussing was assaulted dozens of times. Okay, let's see it. Let's watch the whole thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're gonna go get him. Oh no! Oh wait, did they get him? Oh shit!
I was punched harder by Capitol Police Officer lady, so it's okay.
Oh my god! He just tanked it and that was it, just kept walking. Holy shit!
I was punched harder by Capitol Police Officer lady, so it's okay.
Oh my god. Wow. How fucking embarrassing. He roasted him while still walking? Yeah, I know. Oh god, I'm against violence, but what do you if you start it, run them down? Oh, I'm very much I am very pro self-defense. Yeah, I am extremely pro self-defense instantaneously, and so if somebody punches you in the face, I think that you have the right to kill them. That's my those are my values. There's never a point in the world that a person who resorts to violence and punching somebody in the face should be allowed to exist in a civilized society. And so anybody who punches anybody in the face, if that person gets killed, well, that's just too bad. It is, it's too bad. And so, yeah, you want it, you get it, exactly, yeah. And there's no reason, and here's the reason why, right? Why should a civilized society tolerate the incitement of violence? Why should we, as a civilized first world country, richest country in the world, why should we allow ourselves to be dominated by savage behavior? Why should we allow ourselves to be terrorized by belligerent, aggressive, abusive people? Why should we allow this to happen? What about the slap? I don't know. If a guy hits you, and I mean, a slap is, I mean, I feel like that's basically what happened there, right? The same thing, it's the same thing with the person who killed bro. I don't know what you mean by that. Only combat and violence should be like with rules, some kind of arena or ring. What if it's a weak girl? Still go full power? If you don't want someone to hit you, then you shouldn't hit somebody. It's such an easy solution. And if you don't want to have that happen, then just don't hit somebody. I don't really care if you want me to be honest. I don't think that a person should, be expected to match any sort of force or anything like that. What? Absolutely. Yeah, don't fucking hit people. I don't know why this is such a hard concept for people to understand. You should never hit somebody, and if you do hit somebody, I think you should be putting your life at risk. There is never a world where hitting somebody is a rational or a valid response to a disagreement that's nonviolent. There's never a world where that will improve a situation or make anything better. Now, if a person is obstructing your movement, if a person is trying to intimidate you, getting in your face, like trying to grab you, then absolutely it's okay to hit them, right? But if you're just simply disagreeing with the person and then that person hits you, then yes, absolutely you should shoot them. 100%. Yeah, it's that simple. Violence is not the answer, but it is the solution. Because if the person's dead, they're not going to do it again. Problem solved. What do you mean it's not the answer? They're dead. How are they going to do it again after that? Parents teach their children to use words. They think it's only okay if it happens to them. I think your reasoning is extreme. I just think your reasoning of extreme force isn't justified against someone like a slap. That's coming from someone with conceal and carry permit. Disagree, man? I don't want to live in a world where people hit you. It's that simple. I don't want to live in a world where people hit me. I don't want to live in any situation where people hit me. Who doesn't want to live in... Who here wants to live in a world where nobody hits you? Because if the consequence of that is death, it's not going to happen. Me? Exactly. Stop allowing savagery, violent, aggressive, fucking prehistoric cavemen to dictate your society and your civilization. Stop letting it happen. It's disgusting. You're absolutely texting about First Amendment. That would create a very antisocial society where people are afraid to antagonize because they may end up dying. That was my hope. I was hoping that people would be afraid to, go out and violently antagonize other people in public. That was the goal. Mission accomplished. The point is escalation? Absolutely. Your skin and bone, of course you would feel that way. It doesn't matter. Like, if you think that, this is the problem, is they think that a skinny person can't hurt somebody else. If you push somebody down and they hit their head on that pavement there, they're gonna die. If they hit their head in the wrong way, they'll die. You don't have to be really strong or super tough or a big fighter to kill somebody. It's really, really easy to kill somebody. People do it on accident all the time. In a lot of physical confrontations, people get killed on accident. It's crazy. People that have never been around violence, I think, in a serious way, don't realize how terrifying it is. And I do. That's the reason why I'm so extreme about making sure that it won't happen. That's the exact reason, because I know what it is. These other people don't know what it is. I had to watch my dad grow up and spend his entire life on painkillers because he used to get in fights. His entire life, his neck was fused together. It looked like he had a fucking Sandevistan on his neck with the amount of metal that he had. He was in pain for his entire life. His entire life he spent on painkillers, constantly fucked up. Yep. Yes, but your utopia is wrong. Nope. I disagree. That's it. Comfy, privileged Democrats? Exactly. But you said that you stabbed someone, so based on your logic, the person should have shot you? Yeah, and he would have never... No, I stabbed somebody because he hit me. And if I could have shot him, he wouldn't have hit me. And if I could have, I would have. Absolutely. So, I only stabbed him because that was the best I could do. Yeah, that's it. So, absolutely, you put a word in your mouth? Yeah, exactly. What do you mean? That sounds horrible? That doesn't sound horrible. It sounds perfect. It sounds like a utopia to me. Everybody's polite and reasonable. And people that aren't get removed. Completely reasonable.